Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sega at my house. Let me see if I can get some better lighting. Yeah, it's good enough. Alright, so I'm just doing some night walking and I was challenged by SegaCDUniverse, another Sega guy. Cool guy, check him out if you have not checked out his channel already. Great guy, makes some great Sega related videos, does discussion videos a lot, and he has tagged me in something originally set up by someone. I'll be honest, I haven't heard of them before, but I'll check out their channel, and it's a standard kind of tag video. You know, if someone asks 5 questions or so, I'm going to turn down this music. That is not my own personal music. I carry a portable radio around, so I'm at the mercy of what the radio is playing. And I have written down the questions here. I'll read them off and answer them. So, number 1, which state do you live in? I imagine this would be more of a US question because in Australia there's only like 7 or 8 states. And I should feel ashamed for not knowing the exact number off the top of my head. I'd have to go through and count them, but I live what is known as the Sunshine State, and you see that? Look at all the sunshine. I live in what is known as the Sunshine State. Come on, focus you. Hold up. There we go. I live in what is known as the Sunshine State, which is Queensland. So, upper eastern, northeastern Australia. More specifically, Brisbane, which is southeastern, northeastern Australia. Very nice area. Very nice. It's very sunny always. It only really rains in summer, so that's nice. In winter, it never gets too cold, never enough to snow. It's always a kind of nice temperature. A lot of people complain about it being too hot. A lot of people complain about it being too cold. I've honestly never noticed that myself. Whew, what's the second question? How did you get into collecting? I imagine this is for video games. I got into collecting video games in around 2009 when I was getting back into playing video games. I was more focusing on schoolwork around that time, so I kind of got out of gaming for a few years from like 2005 to 2009, but once I rediscovered gaming, oh fuck, a car. Alright, he was turning anyway. Oops. I was getting back into gaming at around that time anyway, and I thought, I have an Xbox 360 and I have a bunch of games I like for it, but it is really affordable right now to collect for a bit of the older stuff. I mean, in 2009, I was finding PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games at cash converters and not for pennies on the dollar, so they were cheap. This was before the whole collecting boom, so not a whole lot of people were really buying and collecting PlayStation 1 games at the time, which could be considered a good thing, could be considered a bad thing. It's a good thing because more people now share your hobby, but it's also a bad thing because a lot of the prices on stuff have been raised, and back then I got everything I really wanted to play, so everything I really want to play at the moment I do have, and I have played. Well, that's when I got into collecting, around 2009, and I got into collecting because I was just getting back into gaming, and I saw kind of older stuff as being a cheaper alternative. I mean, I was still using a crap ton of emulators in high school, so I was already doing that. I just didn't have currency with which to buy real video games, so I was sticking with the older stuff via emulation. And then once I got money, I started actually buying those. Alright, what's the third question? Let's get into some sun. Well, sun. Get into some light. What does your significant other... What does your significant other think about your gaming? Let's call her right now and find out. 55571 does not exist. Hey, Angelina Jolie, how you doing?
Fine.
Hey, what do you think of my gaming?
I love your collection. It makes me horny.
Nice. Alright, talk to you when I get back. Does that answer your question, mate? Alright. Your favorite game of all time from forever? That's an easy one, Silent Hill 2. It's only one I played last year, actually. Before then, my favorite game was... What was it? What was my favorite game before Silent Hill 2? Probably Fallout 3. But favorite game is Silent Hill 2. It's a perfect game in every way. I mean, even stuff that people complain about in the game, like the controls and whatnot, I still think are fantastic. The tank controls really fit in the game. So I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a fantastic game, and anyone who hasn't played it, you are really doing yourself a disservice by not. Alright then. What's the last question? But I have a bunch of games I really like. I mean, I like the EDF games, I like Fallout. I enjoyed the Mass Effect franchise. Some of my favorite games are the Castlevania games. I love Aladdin on the Mega Drive. There's hundreds and hundreds of games that I like, but only one of them can really be called my favorite, so that. Why did I grab my phone? Last question. First person you subscribed to? Let me think back. This wasn't my first YouTube channel. Before Seeker of My House, I was AGLEWI41, which was just my standard internet username for everything. So, I think I'll consider it from when I first started the Seeker of My House channel, which was in... when was it? March of 2012, I think? Yeah. And the first two people I subscribed to were... it's a toss-up between two people who aren't here anymore. Frugal Gamer and Moogle Zeno. One of which has closed down his channel and his videos are completely unobtainable. Unless they somehow appear on the Internet Archives in the future, but... I was subscribed to him because... Oops. Because his gimmick was that he was searching for all of the RPGs that he could find, and he was finding like the best deals on eBay for them. And he'd give like a really in-depth and thorough review of them once he had them. And in all of his videos he had like cult movies playing in the background, like really good movies like Scarface and whatnot, or like Goonies. Well, not really cult movies, just like very popular movies that are awesome. And I just thought he was a really cool guy. There's some videos online of people who've done trades with him, I know that, but as for the actual Moogle Zeno channel, no longer available. As for Frugal Gamer, his channel is still up. He deleted all of his videos, then uploaded them to a new channel. And for the past like 2 years, he's been saying, yeah, I'll get back to making videos, I'll get back to making videos. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But his gimmick was that he would go to op shops and all of that. He would go to thrift stores and game stores, and he would try and stick to a budget that he would set for himself. I think it was something like $80 or $60 a week for video games. No, it was $80, because then he could buy a brand new release game and also buy a few retro games as well. And I just thought that was a really cool idea. I would love to implement something like that to my channel, because I do try and shop on a budget. Why didn't I just film this entire video in this lighting? Look at this. This is much better lighting, and you get a much better view. Up here is the river. I'll show you. But those are the first two I subscribed to. As for early ones, Thrift Trollers, always been subscribed to them. I think Grub Gun was fairly early on as well as like people you would expect, Happy Video Game Nerd, Pat the NES Punk, people like that. And I love all of their channels, and I'm still subscribed to them. When I subscribe to a channel, it's really something that I mean to do. And so, if I subscribe to a channel, it's because I've gone back into their archives and watched all of their content and really enjoyed it. So, those are my answers for this. As for the people I'm tagging, There's a new guy, someone who hasn't been tagged with anything, I don't think, but he's a very nice guy. He goes by the name of Zombie Assassin. So, you have been tagged. Who else? FatMike. I don't think you make YouTube videos anymore, but you've been tagged as well. I want to hear your answers. Where exactly do you live in Mexico, my friend? And as for the third one, let's go with someone I haven't tagged before. OldGamerColin, you're up. He has also chosen, and I'd love to find out a bit more about him because I've gone back and I've started watching all of his videos. And I'll probably subscribe to him within the next week. And that's everything. I believe that's everything. Let me check my piece of paper. Yep. I've listed everything on there. I've mentioned 3 people who should do the challenge. And that's everything. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you this lovely view, and then I'm going to get out of your hair. So I'll come back when I see it. We should be able to see it in a few seconds. Actually, if we can't see it from here, I'll go up to another place that's like 2 kilometers up, and then I'll show you. I'm doing my night walk, so I'm going there anyway. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. There we go. Isn't that lovely? A lot of lights over there. You can't really see it, but they're all buildings. It's a tennis center there over there. It's a tennis center over there, actually. Recently built over the kind of graveyard of an abandoned warehouse. So that's very cool. And that's really everything. I guess I'll end the video here. Continue on my walk. See you guys in the next one. Something cool that you can always see while you're out. Whoop. The local possums. They have no fear. Alright, so that last view was pretty lame, but I think this one is going to more than make up for it. It's a fairly well-known site. A lot of people come here during River Fire and New Year's just to watch the fireworks off there. Up there. Where's this bloody guy going? Damn cars. I'll get a good view of it once I actually get over there. No one? Yeah. There we go. How's that? Still not the greatest because my camera isn't the greatest, but I think it looks quite nice through the camera. See how far we can zoom in. Fairly far. Huh, looks really nice. Traffic congestion as always. It is Thursday, so we have late night shopping in Brisbane. Huh, that's everything. Alright, that's everything I did want to show you, though. It's the secret of my house. Bidding you farewell. Stay out of my op shops. And remember, Zombie Assassin, OldGamerColin, and whoever the hell else I said. I don't remember, I'm tired. FatMike! And FatMike, you do it too. Alright. See you later.
And that's all, folks.